I'm Tom Baker, this is Chasing Cars, and you join me here at the Munich Motor Show 2023. Let's check out all the cool stuff on display.
This year's Munich Motor Show was very different. It included the traditional dingy convention centre halls for the trade, but also a much more pleasant open-air motor show for the public to enjoy in the heart of the city. BMW was all about giving us our best look yet at their next 3 Series. It'll be an EV underpinned by the brand's next-gen Neue Klasse platform that promises a 30% range boost over the current i4, mainly thanks to efficiency gains, but there will be petrol models too. The old Mini EV was actually very fun to drive, but its limited range made country roads quite difficult. The new model ups the range by 50 to 100% with a new look. The EV gets here first on a platform shared with the GWM Aura. Meanwhile, Mini Countryman buyers can also now specify fully electric power. The new gen Countryman shares its oily bits with the BMW iX1, and it's a sharply styled thing, sharing much of its interior with the Cooper. And a shout out to 2 other electric BMWs on their expansive stand, this red i5 and the gorgeous deep green i4 M50, very pleasant. The talk of the show, at least among the industry, was the Volkswagen ID GTI, the first EV to wear the hallowed 3-letter badge. Front drive on purpose, the ID GTI will have about 400 kilometers of range and about 166 kilowatts of power, plus iconic looks and an easy to use interior. But production can't start until at least 2026 because the Cupra factory building it hasn't opened yet. In a surprise, Volkswagen also showed us the ID2, the GTI's mainstream sibling. It's handsome, about 4 meters in length, pretty much polo sized. Volkswagen Australia continues to work on getting the ID3 to our shores. It's been upgraded with a light facelift and an uptick in interior quality, and we're driving it soon. Australia isn't getting it, but Volkswagen had a large number of ID7s on display. It's long, and Europe will be getting a wagon too. Speaking of forbidden fruit in Australia, this is the new Passat in R-Line trim. The old Passat was our favourite VW in the local lineup, but buyers want SUVs. The Passat has been dropped. Skoda will pick up the slack with their new Superb wagon, which is locked in for an Aussie release, and we even got a passenger ride in a camouflaged version of the new Superb, which will drop in Australia in late 2024 or early 2025. I'll have a separate video with my first impressions on the channel soon. Volkswagen also showed some custom ID Buzz models with some accessories on the roof, and this one was even set up as a camper in the back. As pertinent as Volkswagen has delayed the ID Buzz California model until probably after 2030 due to weight issues. Also in camo on the Volkswagen stand was the next-gen Tiguan. We think it was originally planned to be unveiled here, but that was maybe pushed back. It's similar in size and has an upgraded platform to the old car with a focus on high-performance petrols for Australia. We've got a walk around on the channel already. Another SUV VW is still negotiating to bring to Australia is the Touareg R plug-in hybrid. It's got 340 kilowatts of power, but Volkswagen will only give it to Aussies if the price is right, and that hasn't been worked out yet. Easily the most popular vehicle of the show, if the crowds are anything to go by, or perhaps the mob in this case, was the Tesla Model 3 Highland facelift. Everyone wanted to sit in it, everyone wanted to try the stalkless steering wheel and examine the improvements, and we look forward to testing it soon. Mercedes constructed an elaborate cube in the heart of Munich to showcase its concept CLA class EV, which isn't that far from production. Model 3 beating efficiency thanks to slick aero and new battery tech promises extensive range, and it's kind of cute too. But Benz also had a more practical vehicle on show, its latest E-Class all-terrain cladded wagon in plug-in hybrid form. This is our kind of car, luxurious, pragmatic, not an SUV, but it won't come to Australia because Mercedes-Benz thinks that there is insufficient local demand for wagons. Positioned to showcase just how much the body can flex was the Mercedes-Benz EQG prototype. This electric G-Wagon is body on frame and it's capable of tank turns on a dime. It will be released in 2025, and Mercedes also teased a new mini G-Class model that we'll probably see more of later. Just months ago, Cupra's Dark Rebel Halo sports car concept was only digital. Now it's a physical show car, and Cupra wants to build this EV shooting brake at a price of less than 160,000 Australian dollars, possibly sharing a platform with the Porsche 718 EV. On the other end of the Cupra scale is the Raval, the brand's super mini EV with 166 kilowatts, mechanically similar to the ID GTI, but Cupra is leading this project, with Spanish production starting in very late 2025. The Raval not confirmed for Australia yet. While the Raval and Dark Rebel are Cupra's for enthusiasts, the brand's Tavascan EV will come to Australia in 2025 as a linchpin for younger family buyers thanks to its more conventional mid-size SUV form. Convertible EVs, pretty much an unexplored niche, but MG is going there with the Cyberster. This is my first look in the metal. Scissor doors are a bit gauche, but it's not a bad looker, and it shares the MG4's excellent MSP platform. It'll be about 100 grand in Australia. Speaking of the MG4, here's the XPower hot hatch. 320 kilowatts of power, 3.8 seconds 0 to 100. But will that performance push the MG4's buttery chassis too far? The Brits seem to think so. We'll find out soon when we can drive it, because it is coming to Australia. Renault drew considerable attention from the Europeans because of its new Scenic. It's now an electric midsize SUV, aren't they all? And it will sit above the confirmed for Australia Megane E-Tech. This French Model Y competitor has an 87 kilowatt hour battery. I think it'd be a shoe-in locally. Audi had a quiet presence at this year's Munich Motor Show. They didn't shout about the fact that their prototype of next year's Q6 E-Tron SUV actually had its production interior on the stand. Surprise, with triple dash screens and upmarket interiors, including a handsome wood inlay. And hiding on the stand was a bit of me, the A6 Avant e-tron concept, which Audi intends to produce. It's a large wagon on the PPE platform with fast charging and 700 k's of range. Expect it to come to Australia, but maybe only as an RS6. On BYD's big stand, I got my first look at the Seal sedan, the brand's next release for Australia. It's handsome, maybe a bit generic, but specs including a 61 to 82 kilowatt hour LFP battery, 230 kilowatt rear drive, or 390 kilowatt all-drive models are interesting. If BYD can price this sharply, the Model 3 will have a clear new rival. The Seal was supplemented there by the Seal U SUV model, which shares many of the four-door specs, but with slightly larger batteries. Overseas, you can even get a hybrid, but if it comes to Australia, which it should, expect EV only. Porsche drew significant crowds with the Mission X, the brand's vision of electric hypercar motoring. It's got a 1-to-1 power-to-weight ratio, so expect 600 to 800 kilowatts. Its design language might even show elements of a future 911. So that's a wrap on the IAA Munich Motor Show for 2023. I love the energy of motor shows, and it's great that this one has returned after the pandemic, unlike so many others, with a new open-air concept designed to be enjoyed by the public for free. My co-presenter Dan Gardner and I will wrap up our personal favorite cars of the show in the next episode, but for now, over to you. What did you love and loathe from the Munich show this year? Let me know down below in the comments. While you're there, hit subscribe if you've enjoyed this wrap up, and as always, thanks for watching Chasing Cars.